What's going on, folks? We are out here at almost 10 o'clock at one of my favorite little spots, looking for the usual elusive greenfish. Today we will be starting out with a swimming jig. The water is it's pretty low out here, very clear. If you look at the shore, you can see kind of where that line's at on the side. So the water is a good, like 4 foot below what it's normally at. So 4 or 5 foot, I don't know, something like that. And that's pretty low for out here. It's really clear as it hasn't rained lately. So this is going to be fun trying to fish. I had some technical difficulties with my Garmin here. It's always something with this thing, I swear. It's been good when it works, but rarely does it work. It's like a power issue. I think the wires to it get corroded too easily. Swimming a jig during late October. I'm hoping this works out nicely, that being the water as clear as it is. Oh yeah, that is a fish. How did that happen? That is a fish. Right in the top of the mouth. Oh crap. I was like, what was that? Bam. Look at that little buddy. I want to chomp that jig, boy. Oh fuck. Damn phone's playing games. Just right in the top of the mouth. Man, if you don't get your aggressive ass, dude, out here chomping. Oh god, oh god. This is why you always bring a paddle. That's insane how quickly that bite happened. It was just like right as it hit the water. Why did she hit the water? I think the problem I'm having with my Garmin is it's not the head unit, and it's not the transducer, obviously, because you can turn your Garmin on without the transducer. It's something to do with the wiring harness. So I couldn't believe that was a fish. Like, it felt like something just got caught on it. They must be like way up shallow. They're up shallower. Throw my wacky worm out there, see what happens. Throwing this thing around is almost cheating, to be honest. I've got too much experience, expertise at the wacky worm, man. I've had some of my biggest fish on this thing. It's just like it's like a magnet. I don't know what it is. Something about this worm. About to say I got one on it right now. Damn, little one, but damn, this fish does not look. That does not look healthy, dude. I almost feel bad for him. Wish I had some food for you, little guy. Ugh. This thing looks like it's got a big head and a real small body. Ugh. It's like these fish are just out of food. Either that or there's a real big fish taking all the food. So technically 2 so far, but we're definitely not posting anything about that second one. That almost feels inhumane to catch that. Humanitarian violation. Just imagine it was a worm that fell out of the tree. That's one reason why I think worms are so effective. It's a very natural food source for them, and sometimes they do fall out of a tree. That guy is like barely up to the side of the face. Looks a little better, but still kind of sad. Damn. Wish I hooked a little bit better than I thought. That was 2 on the wacky worm. Still looking for those big Berthas. The world may never know. I have got to retie this knot. I think I've caught like 12, probably about 12 fish on this one knot. This is definitely no knock against the Cinco, which is like one of my, still to this day, it's one of my favorite worms you can buy. Just because it's basically what I started on. But this is most definitely my favorite worm to wacky rig. And it's called a Biospawn Exostick. And this is the clear version. I also like the there's like a green called Candy Grass, I think, that I also like. They have they fall really slowly, and they also have a good amount of weight to them, which I don't understand. Like it's kind of a, like, it's not a real light worm, but when it hits the water, it just kind of slowly falls. It still has that slow fall effect. So you can cast it a good distance with the right gear, and it'll still fall really slow. Which, this rod and reel is key for a wacky rig. You've got to have like a 6.6, almost like an ultralight setup with a spinning reel. I mean, whatever size spinning reel is, or whatever kind of spinning reel is your favorite, but it's got to complement the rod. So you don't want like a massive spinning reel on a little rod. Along with this being one of my favorite rod and reels and baits to have on. This is literally like, this is a dedicated wacky rig setup. I only ever throw my wacky rig on this rod. And it's also got some sentimental value to it. So the person that I bought it from is no longer living because of COVID. So my grandfather knew this guy. Well, my grandfather and his father knew each other, and my grandfather knew his kid. And my grandpa showed me this guy's shop out where he lives at. And then I think I went there and got a few things one day, and he was running the place. And then I also went to, oh, there we go, the Greenville Fishing Expo. Oh dear, it's not a bad one. And he was there repping his organization, which is Neuse River. I think it's Neuse River Bait and Tackle. Goodness gracious, this one honked it. He was a good guy. He gave me a really good deal. Of course, it was a fishing expo. You're going to get a good deal at a fishing expo, but he's a nice guy. I'm going to miss not getting to see him at his booth. Trying to get a photo op here. That's a good one. Okay, the timing on this last catch couldn't have been worse. Literally right as the battery in my camera died. This fish decided to play ball. But luckily she's nothing real big anyway, so. Barely hooked in the side of the face. Off you go. So that is swim jig. Swim jig is 1. Wacky worm is 1, 2, 4. Swim jig 1, wacky worm 4. It's pretty good. I think I have had enough fun for the day. I do believe I'm going to turn in. For lunch. All right. Straighten up. All right, so hope you guys enjoyed our little fall fishing adventure. The wacky rig prevailed. The swim jig also did catch a fish, and that was a swim jig that I got out of my mystery tackle box. Got that swim jig out of my mystery tackle box for this month, October. I got a few other things. I think I tried a few. I went to Buckhorn a few days ago, and that place, it's like a reservoir in Kinley, Wilson, North Carolina. That place was, I mean, the water here in this pond's a little low. The fish are like slightly active. That reservoir, the water was like way down, and the fish were like dead. Like not actually dead, but like there was the activity, there was just nothing. So, and I had quite a few things from, or maybe really just a few things from my mystery tackle box tied on then. So, but this is it's been a fun little adventure. I think it was 4 total on the wacky rig, which is kind of my staple thing to throw around. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like, subscribe, comment, you know, all that good stuff if you have any questions. But we didn't do anything fancy today. Fishing with a wacky rig is just kind of usually it's slam dunk no matter where you go anyways. It's all about having the right gear and the right line and everything. It's really important to have like 12-pound or 10-pound test line on your wacky setup. Nothing like real heavy. I mean, sure, some people probably use like 8-pound or something like that. So again, thanks for watching, and please subscribe. I'll see you guys later.